What's up everyone, Blizzard, and welcome to the starter Pokemon tier list. This is something brand new I've been trying on my channel. I'm going to try on my channel the tier listing. This is basically I'm going to be listing every single starter Pokemon on fan likeness, I guess. How much the fans like this certain Pokemon. Well, more or less it's my personal opinion. Not Screw the fans. The fans gonna left themselves. It's my personal opinion. I'm gonna be making my personal opinions here. So here are all the starters. We got Gen 1 through 8. So yeah, if you guys are new to the channel, smash like. What the hell are you doing? And subscribe if you're new. We are almost, just a little bit far away from 50 subscribers. We are almost there. Anyway, without further ado, let's start the video. So let's start with Samura. Now, Samura personally, whenever I played Pokemon Black and White, I more or less I'm once when I was playing it on my channel. Said those of you who have watched Pokemon Black and White, I did use it. So personally, for me, it's a A tier because in your playthrough, I'm not doing this comparatively. In my playthrough, Samurott is the most useful one because of Mega Horn and some other moves. I can run Samurott whichever way I want, and plus Samurott is super cool. Like, what do I even say? Samurott is a very decent Pokemon. I personally like it. Like every single time, anytime I've played Pokemon Black and White, it's always been my starter. Like I have gone with Embo 0 times, higher and Superior once. So yeah, and yeah, the Samurott is A tier, and then we have Rillaboom. Rillaboom personally, I did not, I did not play Gen 8 because I didn't find it uh, you guys can see that I play fan games like Pokemon Uranium, Pokemon Silver, and stuff like that. Those games do not have all the way to a Gen 8. They have the Gen 7 starters, not the Gen 8 starters. So I watched YouTubers on YouTube like TyrantTube and other YouTubers play Pokemon Sword and Shield, and those who have used Rillaboom, Rillaboom has done very good. I normally love monkeys. Like freaking Rillaboom and freaking Infernape are very I personally like them. I personally like them as one Pokemon. But the problem I have with Rillaboom is that of its pure grass typing. Like I didn't use it, but wherever I saw it, like what do I say? Personally, I like Rillaboom, but not on the same level as Samurott. So I would go for a B tier. And for those of you who are understanding it right now, I have not understood yet. I have never done a tier list in my entire life. I've only watched YouTube tier lists. Torterra is instantly an A tier because damn boy, this thing's moves are damn. First of all, I like the turtle thing. The island theme. That is lovely. Freaking Godzilla who has Godzilla with a freaking island as its back. Lovely. And Grass and Ground is a unique type because first it has a 4 times ice weakness now. But second of all, my Torterra hits super hard. Like super freaking hard. I used it and I platinum did on my channel in Complete One. I used Infernape, but this thing is a monster. Like when I used in one of the fan games, I think it was Empyrean. No, it was some game. I think it was an Insurgents Randomizer. I'm not sure. Where I actually got a normal Torterra and freaking Warhammer and Earthquake. Literally almost yeeted everything out of existence. So personally, it's a 8 tier Pokemon for me. Delphox is, it's not very good. Like I have used it. I downloaded the phone next to my ROM hacks on my freaking phone, and first of all, its design is awesome. But personally, I'm not really attached. I personally love my favorite typing would be fire, I have never even once used Delphox in my entire life. Like, not only is its typing is great and all, it's very strong and all, but I just for some reason like I don't like it. I don't like the design is great and it's supposed to be like a witch or something, wizard, witch, whatever. But I have never used it because it doesn't really look all that cool to me. Um, I know I should be stating more reasons why I don't. Right. The Fennekin looks cute and all, and then you have Breakson, who's a bit ugly, but then you have freaking Delphox, who's like, bro, what is this freaking puberty or some shit? That a young girl become a young baby girl from cute all the way to adult and becomes ugly or something like that. Child girls don't become ugly as they grow up. Boys do. I personally don't like. Feraligatr is B tier. I have used Typhlosion a lot more than Feraligatr, but Feraligatr is whoa. It is nice, especially if you can get Feraligatr with Sheer Force. Oh my god! And in Pokemon Heart Gold and Soul Silver, this thing is like one of the best things because in Johto, in Heart Gold and Soul Silver, in Johto you have to beat Claire, who's a Dragon type user, and then you have the elite, the champion of freaking Johto, Lance. Freaking the champion, Lance. Huh? So Lance and Claire both use Dragon types, and in Hogwarts, in normal Gold and Silver, Feraligatr isn't good because it doesn't have Ice Fang, but in Hard Gold and Silver it gets Ice Fang. When I used Feraligatr on my team, it was a long time ago. Uh, for a freaking Pokemon Soul Silver ROM that I downloaded. It's not the one on my YouTube going on currently, but because that one is Cyndaquil. CF4, and also it has shown strong success in Showdown. In Pokemon Showdown, whenever I use it, CF4 is a strong ability. CF4 is a strong ability. Then we have Typhlosion. It's easily an A rank. It's easily an A or an S. I would argue it's an S because it's very cool looking. But like up to Gen 5, Pokemon Black and White, before like 3D and all, Typhlosion was, to me personally, the coolest looking fire type starter because of the flames on its back. Its flames would like stay ablaze all the time. It was whoa, it was awesome. And plus I used Typhlosion a lot. Like let's say I did a freaking Pokemon, what the hell? I, Pokemon freaking Rejuvenation. I pick I like in Rejuvenation the chances of getting a hidden ability are actually more common. Like you can have a hidden ability freaking you can have a sheer force, not torrent, a sheer force freaking Feraligatr or Toadfly if you like just choose the starter if it doesn't have a soft reset to it. Typhlosion is in the same predicament, but I do not remember what your hidden ability is. Typhlosion's hidden ability is Flash Fire, which is honestly not good. Like Blaze is good. Blaze, if you're in a pinch, your fire type moves do more, or damage do more. But Flash Fire, like, why would I send a fire type into a fire type unless I have Rock, freaking Earthquake, or freaking Double Edge or something like that that can hit a fire type very strongly. So I would argue that I would put Typhlosion in the B tier. Screw S tier. A or B tier. Now after saying all that crap, A or B tier. The reason it's in A because of its design, more because of its design, rather than its use. But it can learn Rock Climb, which you actually need in the end game of if you want to finish Pokemon Heart Gold and Soul Silver or Pokemon Gold and Silver completely. It can learn Rock Climb, which you need to get on top of Mount Silver to fight Red. But other than that, I mean, it's a tier 5 attack that learns Blast one, like every single other. Sceptile 110% S tier. I have used Sceptile countless times and even Mega Sceptile tons of times. I don't remember what game it was, but in one of the Pokemon fan games, Mega Sceptile actually had the ability that freaking contrary. That's Sapira's hidden ability. Contrary, which was damn son. The second I Mega Evolve, and let's just say I use like what? Uh, let's just say my defense or no, sorry. Let's say I start spamming Leaf Storm. All of a sudden, from Leaf Storm's drop in special attack becomes an increase in special attack, and then superpower, attack bonus and defense, attack and defense, right? Superpower lowers your attack and defense. If I'm not wrong. Attack and defense bonus. So that was very strong. But normal Sceptile is very good. I personally use it as a mixed attacker most of the time, like Giga Drain or Energy Ball, Dragon Claw, well, Dual Chop most of the time because you know, freaking. If I go mixed, then it's like Leaf Storm, Dragon Claw, Brick Break, and freaking Focus Blast or Dragon Pulse or something like that. Freaking. If I go a physical, I can go anywhere. If I want, I can. Sceptile. Okay, no stop. Sceptile is easy to understand. Like you can, it's easy to use, more or less. It gives you more space for like utility, usefulness. I can use Sceptile as a physical attack or a special attack. Freaking special attack on the go. Energy Ball, Dragon Pulse, or Leaf Storm, Draco. It doesn't run good. Yeah? And then some other special attacks like what the hell? Focus Miss or something like that. I don't know if you get Focus Miss or not. Something like that. And yeah. Or if I want to go full physical, Leaf Blade, Swords Dance, Earthquake, Brick Break, or Dragon Claw. This is a Brick Break. Easy. Set up one or two swords and then sweep. It's a very good Pokemon, personally. Decidueye is a 100% A tier because whenever I have used Decidueye, that Grass and Ghost type personally is sweet. I absolutely love it. And Spirit Shackle, you deal damage and your opponent cannot freaking switch out, and that is strong. That's good. Physical and super fast. It's a physical attack and it is decently fast. It's very good. I personally like Decidueye a lot, personally because I've had a ton of success with this thing. Like freaking Common Rejuvenation. When my starter was Incineroar, I actually got Decidueye from one of the quests or help because whoever held out. And damn son, this thing is strong. This thing is not bad, but the like Grass and Ghost typing does have a problem. Like Bug type speed, you have a ton of weaknesses and a good amount of resistances and ground immunity. But then you have same type weakness. Ghost, I think, if I'm not wrong, is weak to Ghost. Then freaking Bug, Fire, Ice, uh, fighting immunity as well. Sorry. Um, uh, Dark also becomes the typing. Fairy does not. Steel does not. Steel, I don't really know what. Yeah, but overall, great Pokemon. It's not as great. These Pokemon are almost as great as Sceptile, but Sceptile gives me a ton of flexibility on whatever the hell I want to do. I can like go anywhere I want with Sceptile, and it will turn out fine. Any route I want to go. Like if I want a special attack, I will do that. But this is why special attack isn't the greatest. That's why, like your physical and physical walls such as Snorlax, Kangaskhan, and some others are gonna get annoying. But Blissey is annoying for special variants of Sceptile. Personally, yeah. Decidueye is good, arguably good enough for an S tier, but not really. Like it has some flaws. Its weaknesses are what hold it back. Like with Sceptile, you only have like freaking 3 weaknesses: ice, fire, no, four weaknesses: flying, fire, ice, and bug. But who will stay on those? Who will stay on those? And next one, Empoleon, garbage. It's with Delphox. I don't want to go all the way down there, but it's like Delphox. I have never used it, partially because of Water Steel is not good defensively. Like you have fire that it's important also to resist fire, but now it has a freaking fire neutrality. Like it doesn't resist it, but its steel type makes it weak to it as well. That's a problem. Oh, I can do this. Just realized that I can do this. Lol. Its fire type become a fire weakness, and then its fighting weakness. Like in a game where freaking Infernape exists, Pokemon Platinum Infernape exists. The second I use a close combat, you're dead. The second I use the Earthquake, you're gonna die. Water Steel is not good defensively. I have never even touched freaking Empoleon, partially because I don't like the design. Personally, because I do not like the design. Yes, it's supposed to be freaking Poseidon himself or something. I'm not sure, but personally, I don't like it. Like, and plus it's slow as hell. I mean, it's still supposed to be slow. It's defensive, but what are you gonna do? Special electric type moves exist. Special ground type moves exist. Taking special fire type, special fighting type moves exist. Whatever. Then we have Greninja, 100% S tier. First of all, the design. The design is damn, son. And plus, in the anime, Ash gets Ash Greninja. Like, if that is not just overpowered, then what is? Greninja personally like is favorite among favorite, even amongst everyone. I seriously love Greninja, like because you can go anywhere you want with it. Like you can go like it's not as much flexible as Sceptile. If I make it a physical attacker, it's gonna be Greninja is a special attacker, but if I can go anywhere I want. Because good special attack, not great bulk, and decent attack, and absolutely nice speed is very good. Greninja has personally been one of my favorite Pokemon partially because of Ash Greninja, and the reason that it's a freaking ninja. Who doesn't like ninjas? That's what I'm gonna say. And plus, you can run Greninja very nicely. And plus, Greninja's Protean ability is so strong. It is so strong. Like, it's very good. I'm not gonna lie, it is very good. Protean, for those who don't know, makes it that. Let's just say Greninja used Ice Beam. Greninja turns from a Water Dark. Greninja turns into a Ice type if he has the Protean ability, which gives it first of all stab on, which is very good, and plus it gives you unpredictability. Like let's say you're up on Tapu Koko, use Thunderbolt on you, and they're a good chunk. Now I use Spikes. Spikes is a ground type. Why? Because of Protean, I became a ground type. I landed the Spikes. Tapu Koko used Thunderbolt. It does not affect me because I am a ground type. I have become a ground type. So mind games basically. Okay, next up we have Emboar. Absolute garbage. Hot stinking garbage. You deserve a D tier. This is partially because freaking Game Freak went ahead and made 3 firefighting types in 3 straight generations straight. First you have Blaziken, great and all. Then you have Infernape, okay. And then you have Emboar. Absolute crap. And the reason Blaziken and Infernape are more like, because they have, like, Emboar has the attack to go with to rival freaking Blaziken and Infernape. But Emboar is slow as hell. Emboar is not the fastest Pokemon. Blaziken and Infernape are fast, that's why they can get a decent amount of damage in. That's why they are like very good Pokemon. Like Emboar is even worse than these two because you can like barely barely use Empoleon and Delphox if you wish to on your player team, but Ember is just gonna be too much. Like he's gonna take too many hits. Like Empoleon won't be able to outspeed everything, but it will be able to take hits. Ember's typing will not let it take too many. Like this is just personal opinion, but it sucks. I hate it. Swampert, hate it. Mega Swampert is great and all, and Swampert personally, that water and ground typing is very, very good defensively and offensively. It gives you the one solution to the problem that all bulky water types face: electric types. Freaking. Now you have Swampert, who's a water and ground type. He's immune to electric, but 4 times weak to grass. Yes, that's not the problem. And neutral to ice. That's also not a problem. Who the hell is going to keep any water type in on a grass type unless you're faster and you have ice speed or blizzard, whatever the hell. Swampert, I have used Swampert tons of times. It is very, very good. Like, if you told me to use Swampert, only Swampert, Solar Run, or only Swampert, Pokemon Insurgence or some shit, I'll do it. Swampert is a very good Pokemon, personally. I love Swampert. I've used it tons of times. Mega Swampert just looks so much like me. Well, not so much like me as in not the freaking muscular part, the fatness part. Like it looks like it has gained a ton of something like that. And plus, Swampert I don't really know the major appearance in the anime, but Swampert is like whenever you use Swampert on your playthrough, the playthrough subs will go well. It's bound to. Next up, Meganium. Absolute hot, triple hot garbage. This thing is worse than Ember and by far of all the starter Pokemon, regarded as the most hated starter Pokemon. Now, the reason is Meganium is not an offensive Pokemon. It's a defensive mono grass type Pokemon, and mono grass type Pokemon aren't the best thing in the world. Now, you might be asking, what the hell is this thing's different with Sceptile? They have the same type. Sceptile is fast and offensive on both sides of the spectrum. This thing is defensive and slow and decently slow. But the thing that gives Meganium the problem, like I personally like Meganium to put in a C tier. Listen to me, all those Meganium haters. The reason is that because of light, screen, and reflect. If you can set those up, you can switch out to a sweeper, set up, sweep. Light screen reflect on this thing, and this thing gets aromatherapy and synthesis. If you run freaking Meganium as full support, it will do decently well. Like not so well that this thing will go all the way to B tier, but this thing will give you enough support that it will go to C tier. Well, now that it does give decent support, I guess B tier won't be bad. I mean, you have Feraligatr who's decent fast and with Sheer Force can do a decent amount of damage. Rillaboom is the same, it can do a decent amount of damage. Meganium can also do a decent amount of damage. It can decently support. Like if you say Reflect on a right screen and a Synthesis, or switch out, or you can run a Toxic one. I don't know if it gets Toxic or not, but if it does, then damn son. Yeah, it's C tier is on. It's mostly a C tier, but if I use it correctly, it can do. Charizard 100%. It used to be my favorite Pokemon. Now, obviously, like after Nintendo Game Freak has hampered Charizard so freaking much, my love for Charizard has more or less died, and my love for Incineroar has more or less come about. Still, Charizard is a very good Pokemon, but that Stealth Rock weakness is very annoying. Not that I'm going to be using a Stealth from anyone. It's going to use Stealth Rock on a playthrough team. Personally, I love Charizard, but after Game Freak decided to give Charizard 2 Mega Evolutions, 2 Mega Evolutions, and then in Gen 7 it became the right Pokemon. That's Gen 8 it gets a G Max of its own. Like the Nintendo shit, whatever. Game Freak is literally screaming at our ears saying who their favorite Pokemon is. Literally, Charizard is like their favorite of all favorites. That's like partially that's like mostly the reason why Charizard has died out for me. And I would put it more in the A tier because I don't personally like it a whole lot anymore, but it's still usable, so S tier it is. Inteleon, I have not used Inteleon, but Inteleon's G-Max is pretty good. And Snipe Shot is not a bad move. If I'm not wrong, Snipe Shot is like has the same effect as Night Slash. So like critical hits land more easily, I think. I'm not sure. And personally, G-Max Inteleon just looks so cool. Like it's a freaking sniper on top of a freaking building waiting. He's looking through his sniper scope and he's just waiting for a target to come and he's gonna snipe the shit out of him. Something like that. Personally, I like it a lot. Primarina. Water and Fairy is very good offensively. Defensively, with Poison, Electric, and other Pokemon. But Liquid Voice, if I'm not wrong, is Primarina's ability is very strong. Like it makes it so your normal type voice moves become water type, I want to say. I'm not sure. Let me look it up. All sound-based moves, yes. Not all sound-based moves become water type moves. Yeah, easily. They all sound like boom burst, hyper burst. These become water type moves. If you are not running Sparkling Ladder, then you can do these. Personally, I like Primarina, but one thing that gets me is that male Primarina and female Primarina look like mermaids. Female mermaids. Females looking like that, okay. Males looking like that, yeah, I would stay 110 feet away. Anyway, okay, next up, Blaziken. Blaziken is easily an S tier because I have used Blaziken a ton. Well, I haven't. Usage-wise, Blaziken is more in the A or B tier, but I like Mega Blaziken first of all, and Blaziken's hit ability speed boost is broken. Like literally, if let's just say I get a free switch in, and on the free turn I use Swords Dance. My opponent is switching out. I use Swords Dance to protect, and because of speed boost, I have gotten an agility boost. Because of I got 2 turns of speed boost, agility boost basically. So that literally means I have a Swords Dance and an agility boost. I can literally sweep entire teams. Literally, Blaze Kick, Close Commander, Brick Break, something like that, and then some other moves. 2 more, maybe Protect or something like that. Protect and Swords Dance, something like that. And then all of a sudden, this thing Blaziken threatens to sweep that. Cinderace, A tier, mostly because of Libero. Libero is basically Protean, but football language, I think. Not sure. Cinderace is a cool one. Its G-Max looks shit. Like, first of all, its rabbit ears become even longer, and it stands on a freaking fireball. It stands on a fireball like, I'm freaking Satan, boys. I'm coming to get your soul. Something like that. And plus, it's very useful. Libero gives you the same amount of unpredictability, just like the same example. Freaking Swampert use Surf on me first. I live with like 10-15 health. And then I use I survive with like this one, and then I use like some sort of I use Energy Ball. It occurs it and it Of course, it survives in focuses, but because of Libero, I don't know if you get, but you don't get. No, I don't get a better example. Let's just say your opponent is going to use Surf. He's going to use Surf on you, and then you use freaking like bulk up or freaking high jump kick or something like that, and you can find him, and you all of a sudden don't take super effective damage from Surf or your opponent's water type attack. It's the same as Greninja, but Greninja has much more speed and freaking as Greninja is just OP as fuck. And then Venusaur. Venusaur is A tier because of its double typing. It can absorb toxic spikes easily because of its poison typing, and it can go support. It cannot go support like Meganium, although it is support. But it can do a decent amount of damage, like Sludge Bomb, and then Mega Venusaur gets Thick Fat, which those of you who don't know makes fire and ice, two of its four weaknesses, do less damage than usual, which is very good. Like let's say Mega Evolve on the turn, it freaking Mega charges into Fire Blast me, and then also it doesn't open me. It gives me a decent amount of health to survive, and maybe server use like Synthesis or Recover or something like that. Venusaur is personally decently good. Fans hate it, but I personally like it. I've used Venusaur quite a couple of times. Venusaur is like personally very good, and it's decently bulky as well. Like it can take a decent amount of hits and then fire back with its moves. And then getting rid of Fairy Test is always good. If you're running a Dragon type sweep team, getting rid of Fairy Test is essential. Personally, I like Venusaur. Infernape S A tier. It doesn't have Mega Blaziken. It's not Mega Blaziken, so like that sounds really weird. But I love Infernape a ton. Like, it is strong as hell. It is super strong as hell. You can do the same thing with Sceptile. You can go special or physical or mix. If I want freaking special, I can go Vacuum Wave for priority Fire Blast or Calm Mind. What else? What else? Freaking Flamethrower, Fire Blast, something like that. It's just like Sceptile, but it's like Blaziken, but Blaziken's speed boost is holy shit. And Infernape is very good if you have Iron Fist. Iron Fist is a very good ability that makes punching moves related to punching more powerful by like 50% or something like that, or 25%. I can't remember. I don't know essentially. That's why, like, if it didn't have Iron Fist, I would have put it in the B tier. If it did, I would put it in the A tier. Obviously, it does. And plus, Infernape in the anime, like Pokemon Diamond Pearl, the anime, easily behind Sceptile has to be Ash's MVP, the best Pokemon. Sceptile, because of Sceptile freaking defeated Tobias's Darkrai. That's like the most hype thing possible in anime. And then Infernape is like, Infernape got rid of. Anime logic is weird as hell, yes, but Infernape freaking got rid of Toxic Spikes, or if I'm not wrong, that Paul, I think, setup. Yeah, Paul setup. By freaking using Dig and then freaking using Flare Blitz to literally burn the spikes off the ground. Like, Nani? That is like, if that is not freaking OP, then I don't know what the hell is. Incineroar 110% S tier. I have recently stopped using Charger and I've been using Infernape like crazy. Like, Infernape has become my favorite Pokemon now. My number one favorite one. First of all, this thing is a freaking wrestler. I love wrestling. I don't watch wrestling, but I do love wrestling. I do it. I like to practice it and all that crap. Uh, and plus, Fire Dark is a rather new type. I mean, not a whole lot of people are Fire Dark. I mean, if memory serves right, Instagram might just be the first one up to Gen 7 and Gen 8 has the Fire of the Dark type. And the bigger reason is that I'm just thankful that they did not make another firefighting type. Good lord. Darkest Lariat, great move. Flare Blitz, awesome. And I've seen and in VGC it has decent success for Fake Out, then Taunt, full support. Fake Out, Taunt, Flare Blitz and Darkest Lariat will do decent amount of damage. Or you can go with Swords Dance, Flare Blitz, Darkest Lariat, Close Command, etc. Superior would be C tier. It needs a decent amount of support, to get it useful. Let's say Superior has Contrary. I'm using Contrary Superior. I use Leaf Stone. It raises my special attack. I use Super. It raises my physical attack and physical defense. But I have to survive a certain amount of turns to do those. Superior's speed and stats are great, but its defenses are not great. So there's a chance that the opponent will just finish me off before I even start to sweep. And all its design is good. If I'm not wrong, it's the Naga boss. I think Naga. Its idea is based off of the Naga snake, the huge snake, serpentine snake, whatever. I will study a whole lot of mythology. Sorry. Blastoise. Where do I put it? B or A tier. Mega Blastoise and Mega Launcher, which if you have Water Pulse and Aura Sphere, you are dominating. I guess A tier. Or B. It's between A or B. It's your personal choice. It's between A or B for me. Because I personally like it a lot. Blastoise is decently powerful. Mega Blastoise is great now, and G-Max Blastoise is just G-Max Blastoise represents Torterra, a huge kaiju level monster with the island as its back, that thing. But in your case, it's a freaking ship, warship or whatever. Yeah, that's why I personally like it a lot. Chestnut is B to A, B or A, any one of those. I would go with B tier, but Spiky Shield is annoying move for physical attackers. Personally, it's B or A, but I personally have never used Chestnut, so I would drop it to the C tier. But B tier if I do use it. And yeah, this is my final tier list. So S tier is Sceptile, Greninja, Charizard, Basement, Incineroar. A tier is a crap ton of Pokemon. We just a couple of them. Yeah, as you can see, most of the grass type starters are not really my personal favorite. But I can give an argument for freaking Rillaboom and Feraligatr to go to A tier. Because they are not 100% useless or anything like that. No. They are decently good. But Meganium, if I were to give an honest opinion in a playthrough scene, I would never select it. I would personally never select it, and I said before that this thing is not good. If you're going to use a grass type on a playthrough, on hardcore playthrough, just catch Vileplume, even freaking Gloom is better than Meganium, or Vileplume or Blossom is better than Meganium, and personally because of those reasons I would absolutely drop it to D tier along with Ember, because I will never use them. With freaking Delphox and Impolon, there's a small ghost of a chance that I will use them. B tier I have a high chance, A tier I will most likely, S tier 100% will. Megalon has at least some options. Like Delphox and freaking what do we call it? Empoleon could also get dropped here, but I have like small ghost options to use them, and I don't know what the hell I'm blabbering about. This entire video should have been uploaded on the 1st of April as a April Fool's joke, and now my comments section is going to kill me. Anyways, if you made it to this part of the video, this deep inside the video, smash the like button. What the frick are you doing? And subscribe if you are new. Yeah, this is gonna be Blazon signing off. I will see you guys in the next episode. Peace.